I know you're not a huge movie guy.
I'm lost.
Everything else is just kind of filler. Okay, so we're doing spoilers.
What is his story?
I don't know how to end this.
Deal with it.
You're watching Just Go With It, where one guy desperately tries to convince the other guy to watch Star Wars, but the other guy just doesn't care. I am Ben. Oh my goodness.
I'm Jared, and I am desperately thinking of how to bring this around to not Star Wars now. Because you have no idea what we're watching again.
I don't. I just came up with that off the top of my dome.
I love this, though. I kind of love that it's like a surprise every time.
That's how I feel.
So we did a bit of a longer movie last night. We're gonna do a bit of a shorter one tonight, but it's also gonna be new. What? You have any idea?
Is it Werewolf or Night of the Werewolf or whatever?
It is not Werewolf. That would have been a good idea though. Dang. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch the Mario movie.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'm like kind of pumped for that. Okay.
Yeah, I've only seen it once.
That's
I'm really excited to.
Yeah, it's a nice, like, refreshing, kind of lighthearted thing. Okay.
Exactly. That's what I was kind of thinking.
Everything I've seen about it looks fun and just good. You know, like there's nothing else to say about it. It just looks fun.
Yeah. All right, let's see what you think.
Alrighty, here we go. So we just got finished watching the movie. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was fun. I thought it was epic, but not in the general sense, more in the more fun sense. How'd you feel about it?
So I loved it. I'd only seen it once before. And I saw it on like a packed theater on opening night. Mm-hmm. And everybody was getting really into it, like when I went and saw it. And the funny thing was, like, even though this is like a movie made for kids, my entire theater was just all adults because I went to like the 10 o'clock showing. And I don't know, I had just as much fun with the second time. But I want to hear from you. You tell me what you liked about it. Was there anything you didn't like? Like, what, I don't know. What were your thoughts?
I'll be honest. I don't think this movie was made for kids. It was definitely made for adults who grew up on these games. And I say these games because it's not just Mario. It's like all the different Mario games. Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, all the related games, plus other games. We saw like nods to different games. We saw, Star Fox's ship. He was playing Kid Icarus on the Super Nintendo. Like he was like, it was just fun. Like just so much stuff in it that I kept finding. Like, oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! And it was packed full of just things that a kid can enjoy, but a kid wouldn't know. And then there was some dark humor in there, which I really appreciated, the dark humor, because it was just like, ooh, they went there, they did that. It was hilarious.
Yeah. One thing I really loved about it was the music, and not the licensed music, but just like the score, like how they just took all the old Mario tracks and stuff from the different levels and the different like iconic themes, but like put their own spin on it and made it the movie music, I feel like it just went so well with every scene.
Just got one thing to say. Peaches, 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 peaches. I love that. I mean, I've heard it even before seeing the movie, but it's just Jack Black. Just like, I love Jack Black. Like he's awesome. He's always been awesome. I'm pretty sure you agree. And that was just, I don't know. It was just fun. That's all. So simple, but just fun. And like the emotion somehow a giant turtle can portray through Jack Black's voice was amazing.
Yeah. And I gotta admit, the cast in this movie is just all fantastic. Like, do you know who played Mario?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So I was kind of, like, everybody was kind of joking about, like, how he was going to be Mario and how, like, he would put his, like, just fake Italian accent. And I think they handled that really well with the commercial in the beginning, doing, like, the ham-fisted, the, like, it's a me, Mario, and then just kind of did, like, a basic Mario impression the rest of the time. I thought he did really good.
I like how he did that, how it became more of a catchphrase or a slogan, not because he said it all the time, but because it was legitimately his catchphrase and slogan. And like towards the end of
Yeah.
it, he was saying it for emphasis, not because he was just stereotypical Italian or something like that. He was like normal Italian, but he decided that was his catchphrase. And I worked, and again, you said, people weren't sure about Chris Pratt doing the voice. Honestly, I thought it was pretty good. A lot of times I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that is Chris Pratt. And I was just like, I like it. It wasn't like over the top. It wasn't like too underplayed either. I don't know, it was just nice.
Yeah, no, I thought he did a really good job. And then, like you said, especially with Jack Black too as Bowser, just fantastic.
Oh yeah, I love.
Um,
I gotta be honest. When like Bowser first started like talking, I just kept imagining Po from Kung Fu Panda. I just imagined Po, because obviously Jack Black also voices Po, and I'm really into Kung Fu Panda like movies and stuff. That image just crossed my mind. I don't know why, but I just kept thinking that. Not to detract from Jack Black's performance as Bowser, but it just felt weird to me.
Yeah. Was there anything you had a problem with? Was there anything you didn't like about it?
No. Strangely.
Oh.
It's one of those movies that I want to kind of give like a little bit of an insight / spoilers into my review here. I won't say it's a 10 out of 10, but it's like a fun out of fun, if that makes sense, It's not like a solid story, but it's just a fun story,
Yeah.
Which, again, Mario, that's kind of what you're looking for. You're not looking for deep lore. You're not looking for crazy stuff. In a kids / new family movie, you kind of don't want big, heavy stuff like that. And I enjoyed that. I was surprised how quickly we got through it, yet it somehow didn't feel too fast. Like, so much happened, but it didn't feel like we were, moving along, at, crazy speeds. Yet somehow we got through a lot.
Yeah. So kind of something to think about. This is kind of like the first really good video game movie, at least to me.
You didn't think the Tomb Raider movie was okay?
Okay, well, when you say that, like, it was okay. I thought the Warcraft movie was okay. I thought, like, the Assassin's Creed movie was okay, but
fair enough.
I thought this was good. Like, and not just people who like the video game or who are like video game nerds would be into it. Whereas like other previous ones before that, I feel like that is an issue. Whereas this, I feel like just anybody can watch it. Pretty much everybody and their mom knows who Mario is. This is a very easy IP. I will take it back though. With good video game movies, I thought Sonic was pretty darn good.
I think Sonic and Mario were very similar levels there. Loved both of them. But honestly, they're the kind of characters that lend themselves to that because they're so kind of abstract and cartoonish that you don't have to take it super seriously. You can do some funnier, sillier things and get away with it. So there's a bit more, leeway there. Like I said earlier, the Tomb Raider movie, the most recent one, it's gritty and they have to take it seriously. And honestly, thinking back about that movie, it was just based off the game, like straight up. They just altered it a little bit, which when I think about it, is kind of lazy,
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie, the fact that I don't know how they would, but the fact that they didn't take it seriously and they, played to the fact that it's just Mario. There is no super heavy plot. It's pretty simple. Don't think about it too much, is what it is.
Yeah.
Made it just amazing.
And I could really see them doing more with this. I know they've talked about they want to do like a Legend of Zelda movie now, and they want to do.
Are we going to get an NCU?
I would be fine with that.
I mean,
to be honest,
the games lend itself perfectly. Smash Brothers is the Avengers movies.
Yeah, literally. Like, you just gotta build it up, and then
that end credit scene. By the way, did we see any spoilers yet? Should we say about doing spoilers now?
Uh, yeah, like you said, we're always doing spoilers.
Okay, yeah, whatever. So that the end credit scene with Yoshi, I was just like, oh, Yoshi. And I was like, wait, are they doing more? I thought this was just like one and done, because I don't know what else they would do. But then you're talking about them making Legend of Zelda movie. Like, okay, I could see that. But I hope they don't like get. Well, I hope they get somewhat serious, but not too serious. I hope they take each game into account as to what it is. You know, like for example, Zelda's definitely be more serious than, you know, Mario, but it's still like a little cartoonish. There are some more cartoonish Zelda games, and like, it would be awesome if like they did, like I said, an Avengers thing, but with the roster of the first Smash Brothers game. Maybe not the whole roster, but just like the main notable characters, you know, like Samus, you know, Link, you know, like the main ones you would know.
God, and now that I think back too, you know, I would also not discount Detective Pikachu as a terrible movie. Like that's pretty good too. So maybe this wasn't the first really good video game movie.
You think they're going to somehow tie Detective Pikachu into the MCU now?
I mean, they could. I mean, and then I was thinking with Sonic too. You know, like who knows?
I mean, Sonic isn't Smash Brothers, but he's not in there till Brawl. So I don't know.
But they also have like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, and they have, you know, like.
I mean, they could do like a Sonyverse / you know, Disney mashup. You know, like how Disney finally like got in cahoots with Sony to bring characters together like that. They might eventually do that.
Yeah,
I mean, they've already done it in the games.
And Nintendo is one of the biggest corporations of all time, so they can probably do whatever they want.
It's like money. Why would they not? Everybody would lose their minds.
And I don't know if you knew, but this was actually the highest grossing movie of last year. It made, I think, $1.4 billion.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised one bit by that. Like, again, thinking back to like the supposed NCU and the whole thought of having different movies for different like characters, thought of having, I know this is going on tangent, but I thought of having a Metroid movie.
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
It's like, ooh.
That would
like,
be
I
awesome.
want it to be gritty, but not too. I want it to be almost like Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe, but not quite as goofy. But not like, I don't know, like gritty, but not super grungy, you know, because it is Nintendo. It's a Nintendo property. But no, I think it would still be cool. If they do a gritty one,
then they can just do Animal Crossing next. And make the like happiest, friendliest movie of all time.
The Animal Crossing movie would be like a Hallmark movie, just like a family.
It really would. It really.
It's like, yes, this young girl moves. It'll be like a coming of age story. That's what it would be. Young girl moves into a new town, and they're all animals. Will she find herself? Who knows? Tom Nook knows, because he knows everything.
Oh God, Tom Nook, the main antagonist.
Yep.
But I guess I don't really have anything else to say. Do you? Do you want to do ratings?
Sure, we can do that. Yeah, keep it pretty sweet and simple. I'll let you go first.
So I'd give it. For me, this is a solid 8 out of 10. Like, it's not something I could watch again and again, but, like, it's something I can throw on and just enjoy, you know?
Mm-hmm, yeah. I am right there with you. Like, I gave... The last review we did was Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. I gave that 10 out of 10. That has, like, a full story and 2 other movies behind it. This is a really fun, really good movie. But it's not like a full story. It's really relying heavily on you knowing who Mario is and all that other stuff. Standalone is not like a full movie on its own. But that doesn't mean it wasn't awesome. So 8 out of 10 for me.
I agree. Okay. Awesome. Well, I'm excited we have another winner. I'm sure one day I'll pick a bad movie.
Oh yeah, and then we're going to dog on it so hard. I am so excited. Should we start announcing the movies at the... Okay, hold on. Do you have a set list for the movies, or are you just randomizing and picking it?
So, fun little story at the end of this podcast. I woke up after a 2-hour nap at set at 9 p.m. tonight, and I forgot we were going to watch a movie, and so I had planned for us to watch, because the one I had planned was not a spoiler, but the one I had planned was 3 hours long.
Okay,
and
then.
I was
Woo!
like, oh yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that tonight. I'm putting on Mario. That's cutting us in half.
Yeah.
And I was like, this will be fun. You know, like this will be a nice change of pace.
I actually
But,
wanted
yeah,
to watch that movie though.
Which one? Oh,
Mario. I wanted to watch it when I saw it was on Netflix. I was like, oh, it's on Netflix, huh? And I was like, yeah, I was excited about that.
Cool. Well, I am excited about the next movie. It is a change of pace. I don't know if we should announce them. I kind of like surprising you at the beginning of the podcast with them.
So it is picked already. So we couldn't be like spin the wheel and So you do have a set list. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine.
I just know what the next one's gonna be. I don't know what the next one after that's gonna be. You know.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, I can edit whatever this stuff out is. I'm not saying we have to, but it would be nice to mix in some old movies in there too.
Yes.
Movies.
No, I agree. I agree. We'll get there.
Can mix maybe some TV shows, even a game here or there.
Yeah. But yeah, so I guess we'll see you guys in the next one.
I forgot the name of our podcast. This has been Just Go With It, where we just go with it. That was so. I'm sorry. That was.
It's okay.
I'm stopping.
Just go with
that
it,
was
man.
bad. No, yeah, that was bad.